Let's learn more about Remember the Milk, a helpful free browser-based task list. A missed assignment? Oh no! There's nothing quite like that agony you feel when you realize that you have forgotten an assignment. What a mess! You might try to wiggle out of it. Seriously? The dog ate your homework? Lightning struck your computer? Use Remember the Milk to help you plan your work and then work your plan. Remember the Milk is browser-based, so if you have access to the internet, your assignments are waiting for you. I have made Remember the Milk the home page for all my browsers, and I have the app installed on all my devices. I have used the free version for years with no problems. To access the app, go to www.rememberthemilk.com, all one word, no spaces. To sign up for your free membership, you will need to enter your first and last names, an email address, a username, and choose a password. As soon as you enter your membership information, you may start adding your tasks. A verification email is sent, so be sure to verify your account. When you add or edit a task, as soon as you click off the task or press enter, your task is saved. You can sort by the task name, due date, or priority. Name your tasks using acronyms or codes to identify them, such as the course name and number. Be consistent naming tasks. For recurring assignments like discussion board forum posts, add the task for the first assignment, set the details, duplicate as many times as needed, then edit individual tasks, changing the forum post number and the due date.
Thank you for watching that PowToon PSA and welcome to Remember the Milk. My name is Cynthia Johnson and I will be showing you how to use Remember the Milk, or RTM for short. As the PSA just demonstrated, RTM is an easy way for your students to stay on top of their assignments. Feel free to use that PSA in your classes. By filling RTM with the assignments for your class, creating a list to hold all of those assignments, and then sharing that list with your class, you and your students have a quick and easy task reminder whether or not you use Google Classroom. And because RTM is available for virtually all devices, the students have an easy and immediate access to those assignments even when they can't get to their learning platform. When you make changes to the assignments in the shared list, those changes are synced automatically with everyone who is sharing it. Adding contacts, creating and sharing lists, and giving tasks to contacts are more advanced than the scope of today's lesson and will be covered in our next session along with more detailed coverage of task naming taxonomy. For now, let's get started using Remember the Milk. As we go through the different steps in RTM, I will signal for you to pause the video from time to time so that you can complete the steps up to that point. When you have completed the steps, just start the video again. So now, let's get started. For this video, we will be using the web browser version of RTM, and you may use whichever browser you prefer. If you haven't already done so, you will need to sign up. Go ahead and pause the video while you register. Open a new tab and go to RememberTheMilk.com. Enter your information and click to sign up. In the welcome screen that appears after you register, click the Continue to the App button and then click to skip the tutorial. When you are ready, click to start the video again. Welcome back! Before we add a task, let's talk about the sections of the application window. RTM is divided into three vertical sections. RTM calls the center section the Tasks pane, but I can't find names for the other two, so let's call them the Organizational pane on the left and the Details pane on the right. The Organizational pane on the left holds the organization and control type options such as the inbox, lists, and contacts. The Tasks pane in the center section is a vertical listing of the tasks in the selected list, which by default is set to All Tasks. This is the pane where we add tasks, check our incomplete tasks coming up, see what we've completed, and do general task management. The right-hand section is the Detail pane. If no tasks are selected in the Tasks pane, you can see a summary of all your tasks and progress in that list in the Details pane. When adding a task in the Tasks pane, you can set the details then, but if you forget or want to change a detail, just choose the task in the Tasks pane and then edit in the Details pane. Note, to save and edit, just click outside of the box or press the Enter key. All changes are saved in real time. The only exception to the autosave that I have found is when setting due date and time, when you have to click the OK button. Let's add a simple task. Click in the Tasks pane in the Add a Task box in the center at the top and add a task of your choice. Maybe you want to call Mom on her birthday, August 3rd. Type Call Mom, : birthday. Click the Add a Due Date icon below the Add Task box. That's the dark square with a 1 in it. Move your mouse down to hover over Calendar Picker at the bottom of that pop-up menu. From the calendar page that pops out, click the double arrow to the right of June, then click again to get to August. Click the date, then click the OK button at the bottom right. To save your task, click the blue Add Task button or press the Enter key. Congratulations! Your reminder is now in the tasks list. Naming your tasks is probably the most important decision you will make when using RTM, especially when sharing those tasks with students. You may already have a naming taxonomy that works for you. If so, use that. If not, or if you're interested in how someone else organizes work, follow along as we explore my working taxonomy. I won't take the time in this video to go through the detail, but you can pause the video or return later to look through how I name the files and my reasoning behind my choices. You and I are part of a class at Liberty University Online, so let's use an LUO scenario to talk about naming conventions. Follow the video as we switch over to my RTM account. The background of my screen looks different from yours because I have recently upgraded to Pro, which allows the use of themes. Because I am working remotely a lot these days, I made the decision to upgrade RTM for the ability to attach my files to my tasks through Dropbox and Google Drive. But don't think you need to upgrade. I used the free version of RTM for more than 8 years. Let's undo my completed tasks for EDUC 630 so you can see how my acronyms work. I am clicking the Completed tab in my Tasks pane, selecting the tasks to look at by clicking the checkboxes. By clicking the swooping left arrow to uncomplete those tasks, they are now back in my incomplete list. Notice at the top of my window that RTM has flashed a notification about my choice and is giving me a few moments to click undo to cancel the action. As you know, an LUO-DBF assignment has multiple parts. The Pro version allows for subtasks which could be used in this scenario. This lesson covers the free version of RTM, so we will treat assignments and their subtasks as separate and individual tasks that need to be considered together. A discussion board assignment generally has at least 3 parts: the initial thread and 2 or more replies to other student threads. All these tasks are part of the same assignment, so I need to coordinate the names to keep them easily accessible. Notice that the due date for my EDUC 630 thread task now shows in red to the right of the task name. That is because it was due before today and would now be considered late. For the EDUC 630 DBF3 tasks, notice how critical information about that assignment has been included in the task name. The initial post has a minimum of 300 words with a minimum of 2 references. 2 replies are required, so I have used 1 of 2 and 2 of 2 in the task names to handle that reminder. I am now going to select those tasks and mark them as completed. I am clicking the checkboxes to select them and then clicking the checkmark icon above to mark them as completed. You don't have to be so detailed in your naming conventions, but I have found that this method works for me. Personally, I find naming and filing conventions to be mind-twisting, so feel free to review the video as often as you like and leave a comment below with your questions and suggestions. Until next time, when we look at contacts, sharing, task naming, and power tips, this is Cynthia Johnson saying, "Oh honey, remember the milk!"